Your daily hour with me.
Hey everyone, it's the program. We're on TV once again, every day. We turn on the machines and we start talking for an hour. You gotta have one of those smaller microphones here. Smaller microphones, maybe. So we're into the program. Oh, it's right there. Kenny is taking a little bit of a break from well, and Kenny has a break.
We had a liquor spill.
Life just
once a day, every day.
Like
we talk for an hour.
30 seconds. And
whatever happens, happens. And I had a liquor spill.
Yeah. And now I can't see that. Okay, now.
Kenny is briefly indisposed.
Yeah,
it's
briefly.
Monday. That's the day that I show up.
So what
in case
happened?
You didn't know.
What have you seen on the streets?
Nothing exceptional. Nothing of a note. Except for liquors that I spilled.
Okay, well you can put that into the.
So we tapped the licorice to get the cat hair out, just in case, or dog hair, or dust.
We haven't had animals up here in the program since we started.
I love red licorice.
Well, there has been one dog, I think. Maybe.
There's been a couple of dogs.
Yeah.
At least two I can remember.
Well, shit.
Remember there was
But there's no Charlie.
There was.
No, Charlie. I haven't seen Charlie in like a year.
Charlie's on the East Coast. There was Rachel's dog.
Yeah.
And Desmond's friend's dog.
Yeah.
Desmond friends.
That's at least two, maybe more. No cats.
Yeah, Desmond's friend.
You remember that dog?
Yeah.
That dog was there. Hi, Dan.
Hey, Kenny. How you doing?
What happened?
What happened? Well, I'm without an internet connection, and I haven't had it for days, and so I don't have any up-to-date, up to the minute, up to the hour, up to the day science for you. So, just for shits and grins, I guess.
Shits and grins?
Shits and grins. How about the, how was the week?
Is that a quote?
Oh, my week?
Yeah, you're back. You're back. It's Monday.
Yeah.
Well, Christmas happened.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Did your
that was a while ago for us now, but we're in 2016. It's the first Monday of 2016 for you.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I feel older already.
We're moving forward in time. Well, you're always getting older, and maybe the New Year's is not a specific time, suddenly it's like a time change, but really it's the same time.
Oh, when I was a teenager, I started joking about how I would turn 18 or 21 or 17 or 14 or 15 or 16 or 19 or, whatever.
Yeah.
And at my birthday party or the day after, usually I would tell people, I feel older. I feel a year older.
You've been making these kind of jokes since you were a teenager then, huh?
Oh, a long time. I feel older now. My birthday happened. I feel older.
No.
Even as a teenager, I'd be like, oh, really?
It was to make a point and also as a joke.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Bad jokes since you're teen.
No, I don't think it's a bad joke at all. I think it's a comment. We celebrate our birthdays as a. Oh, now you're older, but it's a day that you picked.
Yeah.
Sure, it was the day that you were born, but it's like this day that is significant only because we give it significance. Otherwise, it's just another day.
Right.
And we shouldn't feel any older. We shouldn't feel any different. But we had this big day. It was our birthday, and now we're older. We're a new digit, right?
Thank you, the Lord.
So I realized this early on, and I started mocking it soon afterwards. Because, I feel older now. I'm 14 now. I'm not 13. I'm 14. I'm older.
If you start feeling old, months or years, you start feeling months or years older rather than just like an incremental shift in your age.
Yeah.
I think
But I don't.
Wait, is it your birthday?
I
Yeah.
feel no
I'm
different.
confused. Whose birthday is it?
Christ the Lord.
Yeah, Christ the year. Carl Lord.
New Year's.
It's New Year. Happy New Year's, everybody. It's like
yeah.
it's like
Or
the third
Christmas.
day. Yeah, it's like the fourth day of the year. But how was Christmas for you, Dan?
I don't know how my birthday worked into it.
How was Christmas?
Oh, it was fun. It was
Uh-huh.
nice.
It was just a year old.
Friends and family came over.
Yeah.
1 year later, Christmas.
We ate food. We opened gifts,
What'd you eat?
stockings, ham, garlic, mashed potatoes,
Ooh.
Ooh, mashed
olives, corn,
potatoes.
stuffing, rolls.
Rolls.
There were
yeah.
pies involved.
Wow. Sounds good.
Yeah, it was all right.
Grandson,
Yeah.
Christmas ham.
what do you get?
He ate a little bit of ham,
Yeah.
but mostly bread.
He just ate a lot of bread. He likes bread, huh?
Yep,
He's
sadly.
not a mashed potato sort of guy.
What,
There
too many
was
carbs
garlic
for
in
him?
them.
You think he likes bread too much?
Yeah.
You gotta calm down on the bread, kid. Eat some not carbs.
Well,
He's a growing
I
boy.
just try and get vegetables into him. That's all that matters. He'll eat vegetables just fine if you make them available. He'll eat them. Fruits and vegetables. He's good with it. He just yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
But Thanksgiving you have meat, bread, stuffing, potatoes. Those are all big heavy carbs. If you're lucky you get olives,
Yeah.
which are pretty good.
Olives?
Cranberry sauce, which is super high in fiber.
Brussels sprouts?
Yeah.
Nope. Corn.
Okay.
Carrots.
I made bean casserole.
Greens? Yeah. What's
Bean
that?
casserole. He didn't have none of that nonsense.
What's that?
Well, for most people, you take a can of mushroom soup and you put it in the bottom of a baking dish, and then you throw in 1 or 2 or 3 cans of green beans,
Okay.
French cut or regular cut or whatever, but they're canned green beans.
What's French cut and regular cut?
French cut is you take the long bean and it's cut in half lengthwise.
Oh, really? That's dumb.
So they're long and skinny.
That's bad. That's a bad cut, I think, in my opinion.
Beans, normally, American beans
I
that we're used
prefer
to.
American beans. So you're referring to green beans and
Yeah,
casserole,
they're
'cause
green beans
you
and
said-
they're cut in like 1.5 or 2 inch.
When you said bean
lengths.
casserole, I was thinking some kind of like a pinto bean and black bean kind of thing. I was like,
Oh, there's so many beans. These are green beans.
What did you think? What kind of beans do you think he was talking about, Carl?
Pintos.
Pintos? Yeah, I pictured
Refried.
these kind of refried. These kind of beans. And then I
What
was
the
like, how do you make a
what?
casserole out of that?
What?
It's like,
On
I
Christmas?
thought it was-
Thanksgiving?
yeah, I thought it was a little weird. I was like, green casserole, really? And then I pictured like a, I guess,
Well,
like
green
onions and
beans,
then
but-
beans and some other stuff. I didn't think of green beans.
I mean, he could have green beans in there too,
I guess green beans count as
but
beans.
just like different layers.
But you never call green beans beans. You're not like, hey, I'm gonna go eat some beans. If you say that without saying green beans, there's beans and there's
I should
green
say
beans.
string beans or
String beans.
green
or
beans or
'Cause
something.
If you say beans, you don't think green beans. You could be eating. You're like, I'm eating beans, and then later on, green beans. Oh, I thought they were.
I think beans, like pinto beans, red beans, black beans,
Yeah.
navy beans, they're beans, but I think they're commonly referred to as something else, like legumes or something else.
Yeah.
No, they're commonly referred to
Well, no,
beans.
beans, but beans are legumes.
Are they like peanuts? Aren't peanuts legumes?
Yeah.
Like nuts? Peanuts aren't actually nuts, they're legumes?
Science guy?
Green bean casserole. I think most people call it green bean casserole.
I wish there were. Yeah, green bean casserole.
Yeah.
I should say green because it defines it. Because none of the beans, like pinto beans or red beans or navy beans or pinto beans, none of them are green.
Yeah, they're not green.
So
they're all more tan or red.
So mushroom soup.
Yeah.
Green beans cut in some style or another.
Right.
And you mix the mushroom soup and the green beans together. And then you sprinkle on a crusty topping on top of that.
Well, why don't you have a various assortment of layers?
Two layers is not enough.
Oh, that's a different kind of bean casserole.
There's green beans and mixed in, and then there's a topping. That's 2 layers.
Okay, 2 layers.
Well, mushroom soup, sort of 1 layer.
Yeah.
Green beans, sort of another layer, but they're a little mixed.
But then you mix
then topping.
Up. Yeah,
I think
and
2
then the
layers
topping.
is enough to constitute a casserole.
And you can do a topping of anything from plain potato chips.
Yeah.
Crumbled.
Yeah.
You can use corn checks, crumble it.
Oh, yeah.
You can use corn flakes, crumble it.
Breadcrumbs.
You want a ginkgo biloba?
Huh?
Memory.
Sure.
Paul?
No.
Like one? No?
I'll pass. It's okay. I actually saw an interesting stop motion video.
Wait, I want to hear more about green bean casserole though.
Okay.
Okay, so you put on the topping. One of the more customary toppings is French fried onions.
Oh yeah, those are good.
Yeah, there's a lot of flavor, and I can make French fried onions.
Oh yeah, you know.
Myself. Oh, they're easy. Really easy.
How do you do that?
Oh, you take onions and you cut them into rings, and then cut the rings in half, and then throw those in flour. Some kind of seasoned flour, preferably, with salt and pepper and, razzmatazz sprinkled, whatever, flavor, whatever, shuka, something.
Yeah.
Can you do that again for the viewers at home?
Shuka.
Well, I mean, razzmatazz.
Razzmatazz.
It's a spice.
Yeah, some sort of a spice, some sort of a flavory spice, like Mrs. Dash or steak and chop seasoning or some sort of something.
Yeah.
Right? And you sprinkle that on there, and then you stick them in the pan, and you bake them at a very high temperature for a short period of time. And the onions themselves become dried out. They're not actually fried. You could fry them, but they bake and they dry and they harden.
Okay.
But there's still a little bit of moisture left in the core, and they're fragile and they crunch and stuff. And so you can make your own crumbly top. I mean, you could add that with potato chips. You could have as thick of a crunchy top as you wanted. Oh, it just depends on how much work you're willing to do.
And then you bake just bake the whole thing, huh?
Yeah.
And what did you end up using?
Wow.
Your topping.
The French fries onions that you can buy.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna try doing them myself though, at some point.
I like the bot kind. I would just buy those and eat them out of the can.
Yeah.
It's like it's like chips.
Getting hungry a little bit.
You want some onion?
French fried onions.
Oh really? They're not French. It's not because it's French.
I have not seen them in generic or by some other name.
Huh. I guess they got the corner of that market.
Pistachios, Carl?
For
your hunger?
No. Well, one of the things I actually saw about, on the internet was the stop motion video.
You're over talking about the Carl, Dan's thing too, or Christmas meal though?
Sorry.
Did we finish it all?
Are you finished with your meal, sir?
Are you finished with your meal talk?
Well, so I baked it. So it was ham, the 3-bean casserole, green bean casserole.
What's 3-bean casserole now? Gotta get.
Sorry, 3-bean casserole is typically not a casserole; it's a salad.
But they call it casserole.
They're yellow string beans.
Okay.
Large red beans.
So that's both kind of beans together. So green beans and string beans.
And I think garbanzo, in there. And there's a vinaigrette sauce.
You can't use
And there's
green
other
beans?
stuff in there. There's pickled onions,
Yeah.
there's pickled stuff.
Who
There's
calls,
a lot
you
of
don't call
vinegar.
that casserole. That's 3-bean salad, though.
Right.
Do you call it 3-bean casserole, or just now did you call it that? Or is that
No,
what
I'm
you
just
call it?
mixing up my terms.
Oh, okay. I was like, that's a maybe.
I had some rum before I came over,
Oh,
so
I
so-
was like, everything's a casserole in Canada.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. You want a hamburger casserole? It's just a hamburger with if it's food, you just say casserole after it.
That's exactly what I saw on the internet.
Noodle casserole?
No.
Sandwich casserole?
It's like called an In-N-Out pie.
Uh-huh.
You have like pie crust, and you cover the first layer with French fries,
Yeah.
and then you cover the second layer with fill it up with hamburgers as much as you can fill it up with. You put sliced cheese on the top of that, I guess,
Uh-huh.
and then you bake it,
What about bread?
and then you mix up a yolk or whatever,
Yeah.
and with shortening or something like that, and then you pour it all over the top of it, and like French fries, another layer of French fries.
Oh my God,
and
that's out of control.
Yeah, that's out of control. That's like quiche, like to the nth degree or whatever.
Quiche?
Yeah.
I don't know if quiche is like that.
If has got a little bit of egg in it, it's quiche, right?
Well, I think a quiche is mostly eggs.
Yeah, quiche.
Okay.
Yeah,
There's more eggs.
yeah.
than
It's a
anything
crust with eggs and ingredients in the egg.
Yeah,
and it's
right.
like a seasoned salted breakfast souffle. sort
Okay,
of.
so it's not just like one cracked egg on the top of all
No,
of
it
these
might involve a dozen.
massive hamburgers. It's called a pie. I all this like French fries and triple
So it's hamburger pie.
patty cheeseburger.
else. Pie casserole.
Yeah, it's like wow.
I think a pie needs a dough though, and there's no dough.
Well, there is a dough.
Oh.
There's a like a
French fry
pie
dough?
crust.
It's
Oh,
a
pie crust
dough
first?
made of French fries.
Yeah, pie crust, and then you put French fries as the first layer.
Mm.
Cheeseburgers all over the place as a second layer, and then the third layer is more French fries or something like that,
Oh.
and just douse it with all this, like liquid
Ketchup,
cheese
mustard,
or-
relish, mayo, pickles,
liquid,
onions,
liquid cheese or whatever to
sesame
have
seeds.
the fries stay parts and stay on the thing, and then you cut it up and serve it like pumpkin pie or something
Ooh,
like
yeah,
that.
sounds good.
Yeah, it sounds terrible to me.
What? How
Did
could
you-
that
Oh,
too much cholesterol.
it sounds delicious
Yeah.
actually, but I
Cholesterol is
no, I don't give a shit about cholesterol. I
dairy
gi-
and
I give
and
all the
carbs.
shits about carbs.
and dairy.
Well, dairy, yeah, because it gives me zits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yummy.
Yeah,
Mm.
Carbs.
yeah.
Liver
Well,
pie.
I'll tell you, for many years, I have been making, I've been making my own mushroom soup from scratch,
Okay.
and I
Oh.
did it this time. Yeah, so there was an extra layer to the process, and
Cool.
when I was with my late partner Cherie, she couldn't do wheat, right? And so cream of whatever, cream of celery, cream of potato, cream of mushroom, cream
Uh-huh.
of chicken, all those. The thickener of the cream is wheat. It's wheat flour. She couldn't eat it.
Well, traditionally speaking, until you got involved,
So you had to make your own?
you
Yeah.
made a
Yeah.
different thickener.
What did you use as a thickener?
Cornstarch.
Hmm.
Cornstarch, potato starch,
Different sort.
sweet
that-
rice flour as a thickener. There's
Sweet
all kinds
rice
of
flour?
thickeners. Yeah.
I never heard of that before.
Tapioca starch, all kinds of different. They all behave just a little bit different when you use them.
Wow.
But essentially, what you do is you saute some onions and some herbs and stuff, and you work up a flavor.
Uh-huh.
And then you add a big pile of chopped up mushrooms, finely chopped mushrooms. And then you work that in. it sautés and cooks, and the oil and the mushroom and the onion and the herbs, they all mix together. And then separately what you do is you take a cylinder of some kind, often called a cup or a glass, of some sort of milk substance. In my case, it would be almond milk or coconut milk or cashew milk, flax milk, one of these milks.
Okay.
And you take the thickener, potato starch or corn starch or sweet rice flour or regular flour, some sort of flour.
Okay.
And you mix that together cold with the white liquid.
Uh-huh.
And so the white liquid is your cream and the powder is your thickener. And depending on what kind of thickener you use, what kind of flour or starch or whatever it is, they all behave a little different. You mix that together and the starch mixes evenly in the white cold liquid. And then when the sautéing is all done and it's ready to start making a soup or a gravy is done the same way, by the way. Same sort of thing. You sauté a bunch of stuff and you get your hot oil and you get that, and then you pour in a white milk or almond milk or whatever, some sort of milk-like substance that has the flour starch evenly mixed in with it. There's a little bit that settles at the bottom, but you don't worry about that. And then you pour that into the frying, sautéing stuff. And you stir that shit up. You keep it moving.
Uh-huh.
If you don't move it, you get these big lumps. Anyone that's had lumpy gravy, it's because the cook was lazy.
Oh, yeah.
Lazy.
Or maybe people like lumps in their gravy.
I don't. Do you?
Well, no, but I'm just...
I don't mind.
Well, okay. Well, that's why you get lumps, is because the person doesn't stir. And so you stir it and stir it and stir it, and the liquid slowly thickens. And at some point you turn down the heat and you've got a soup. And if you use just a little bit of the flour, then it's sort of thickened like a soup. And the more you use, the thicker it gets. If you use a lot, you've got a thick, sludgy gravy.
Uh-huh.
But
I think...
but that's how they're made. Essentially, and I've been doing this for years. It's more work and it takes more time, but it's worth the effort. And you can experiment a little bit with different things. You can throw little chiggers in with it, whatever, when you're frying it.
Yeah,
little kibbles and bits, whatever. Yeah, you
dog
can throw.
food?
I wouldn't do that. Peanuts would make it really interesting. Raisins would make it really interesting. But people will throw up finely diced onion, finely diced celery, finely diced bell pepper, carrots, sure.
Okay.
All kinds of stuff you can throw in there. But the idea is that you get this hot oil simmering sauce, and the oil carries the flavor of whatever you've been simmering. And then the white sauce, the white liquid that you throw in that's been thickened, that provides the medium for all that flavor to travel around. And a little bit of trial and error. As long as you're at the stove and you're stirring that, it won't burn. Unless your heat is turned up too high. Yeah, don't do that. Don't turn your heat up too high. You got to stand there. You got to be patient for about 15 minutes. So I've been doing this for years. So I made the mushroom soup from scratch. No dairy. I used almond milk. And then I poured the green beans in with the mushroom soup. It was already hot. And then the French fried onions.
Oh, yeah.
So I managed to get online and see that hamburger or cheeseburger pie, or whatever one could call this. As I said,
cheeseburger casserole.
This was called In and Out pie, which is in and out of the stove, and you put it in. Yeah, where you put a layer of French fries and you put it back in the stove and you take it out. And would you actually eat a hamburger pie? You know, just straight hamburger. You know.
Yes.
With you know, is there too many carbs in that, or?
I would just have a small piece. It depends on the ratio of the pie crust, which is carby. the French fries, which are carby. The hamburger has no carbs. Cheese has no carbs.
But cheese are like zip forming for you. But if you took out the cheese,
my skin objects.
Yeah.
I tell doctors this, and they like, what? I'm like, my skin reacts to cow dairy.
They don't believe you?
It's been happening for years. Well, yeah, they give me this kind of this look. It's like,
maybe
how can that be? We were not taught this in school. What's going on? That's what happens. That's a look. Yeah, it's a deer. It's a brief deer in the headlights look because none of their schooling taught them this.
Why is Dan transparent? What's going on?
It's magic.
I am a
it's
ghost. I'm the Holy Ghost.
We're transparent for some reason.
I'm full of
holes.
I'm the Holy Ghost.
Ghost?
I choose 3. I am a ghost. I choose a ghost 3.
You got 500 points.
Did I really?
You did. Look.
Sweet.
Did you?
I got spirit powers, man.
Did you not see?
Did you see that you got 3?
No, I can't hardly see shit. What's going on there? I can't even see. Well, I'm there now. Where is that? Whoa, that's so close up. I missed it. Man, okay. That just blew my mind right there.
It that big.
Yeah, this is Luke.
Oh, hey, Luke.
Today on the street.
Yeah.
Just about 40 seconds ago, in fact.
Whoa.
I saw on the street a mini fridge.
What?
A what?
Yeah.
Mini fridge.
I'm on my nightly walk here.
I want a mini fridge.
I'm walking up Judah Street, and there's a loud streetcar going by.
Zoom, zoom.
Hello, loud streetcar. People leave stuff on the sidewalk around here all the time, so I just sometimes like to call and tell you what I see on the sidewalks here.
Is it kind of like Olympia, free stuff?
Yeah, is it functioning? Mini fridge. San Francisco people are just throwing their stuff out around because they don't care.
It's
so
probably
much.
too old.
Who the hell is calling us right now?
They want it more upgraded. We're calling Luke.
They got the money.
Yeah, they got the money.
Huh?
San Francisco has the money.
They have money.
They want to continue to upgrade and upgrade.
And then they get a mini fridge and they leave their old one on the.
Yeah,
thing,
San Francisco is incredibly
fine.
expensive to live there.
Yeah.
Luke.
Yeah, that's right, Luke.
It's the program. We're on TV. How you doing today?
All right. I'm outside walking around.
What the hell are you doing walking around at this time of the night?
Because you can.
I do this for my health.
It's Dan.
Hey, Luke, how's it going?
All right. Oh, yeah, it's Monday, right? Yeah, so you're mostly there.
Yeah.
Mostly. I'm kind of ghost-like at the moment.
What kind
Somewhat
of
here.
On the
kind
television.
Of mini fridge did you see? Was it a? How many was it?
Just one. One white mini fridge.
How
Was it upright, like as if for here you go, here's a free thing, or was it like just like laying on its side, like it was tossed there?
The first. Upright, so like you could take it and have a free thing.
Oh, really? I want a mini fridge.
For the studio.
Oh, man. I can't afford to ship it over to you, so nope.
All right. You think it works though? Does it say working or anything, or free, or is this there? Or is that something people just give away their things?
I found a color laser printer that at least prints in black and white. I know that much. But it just gives me an error message saying it's out of blue.
Uh-huh.
So I suspect if I put blue in there, it might actually give me color prints. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think San Francisco is where Craigslist started, so people like to give away free things.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no free box. There's no free box around here. There's only street corners on a major thoroughfare that you can put your stuff at.
Huh. Mini fridge.
Yeah.
I want a mini. Did they get there? How long have you been in San Francisco, Luke?
Yeah, when are you coming home?
I'll come over there on the 17th of January.
That's like forever.
Did you?
In that case, I've already been here forever because I've been here since December 14.
Did you ride in a plane?
No, not yet.
Damn it, Luke, you've been gone for several forevers.
You gonna get on a plane later on, though?
Use the force. No.
No, I used a plane to get over here. I'll use a plane to get back, too.
You did use one?
Say what? Say that again?
You rode the plane to get there.
What, an X-Wing?
Yes.
Oh, how... Was there children on the plane? Was there loud children?
No, actually. Not this time.
How about an R2 unit?
Boo.
I am uncomfortable traveling in tubes with wings.
Yeah, when was the last time you did that?
I'm okay with it.
It's probably
Don't you-
Tired.
Don't you feel like a sardine or something?
Like, whatever, man.
Don't you feel like a sardine, like a flying fish, kind of, sort of flying sardine in a can with wings, flying fish?
Does flying in a plane make you feel like a fish?
No, I did not
What?
feel like such a thing.
Man, I feel like a fish.
Well, I feel human.
Yeah. That's
But
Let me tell you about fish.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Okay?
Yep.
All right.
I went over to the aquarium here in the park, and I saw some pretty bizarre-looking fish. Okay? So if you Google these three fish, you'll see some strange-looking fucking creatures.
Okay.
All right? The first one is a flamboyant cuttlefish.
Ooh,
flamboyant.
cuttlefish are very interesting. They're like
Flamboyant,
octopi or squid.
Flamboyant.
They're relatives of squid.
Carl's doing a dance, the flamboyant dance.
Okay?
Okay.
The second one is a paddlefish.
What?
Cowfish. Carl, do the cow dance.
Paddlefish.
Carl, gotta do the cow dance now.
Moo. I don't know.
Carl, do the cow dance.
Moo.
There you go.
Please tell me it
No,
does
it looks
not
like a
have
big-
udders.
It looks like a cricket bat.
Yeah,
Looks
it's
like a
dance
cricket bat
about-
sticking out of its head.
All right. Well, what's the flamboyant dance? Okay. And then what's the cow dance? And then you switch over to the moo.
Moo.
There you go. All right. What's the third fish, Luke?
I think it's called a weeded dragon.
Wounded dragon.
Weeded dragon.
Hey, Luke.
All right, now all
And
Luke?
they had been smoking a lot of pot.
Hey, Luke. Did the second fish, the cowfish, did that?
You've been smoking a lot of pot, Luke?
Who else is in there besides Dan and Ken?
Carl.
Yeah, it's me, Carl. It's me, Carl, and Kenny. Kenny, me, and Carl. So
that must be Carl doing all the woo woo
Yeah,
woo.
Carl.
Yeah.
I'm multiple personalities right now.
Carl's doing a fish dance.
yeah. So, hey, Luke, did the cowfish resemble a cow in any way, shape, or form? Did it look like a cow, or is there any reason that you could see that someone would call it a cowfish?
I didn't say cowfish.
Oh, what'd you say?
I said paddlefish.
Oh, cattlefish. Oh, well, cows paddle.
Cattle or paddle? Paddle or cattle?
Huh.
Like cows?
Puz and Peter.
Paddle.
Oh,
paddlefish.
paddlefish.
Okay.
What's that, paddle?
Okay,
Yeah.
did it resemble a
Well, I can't
paddle?
lift my butt.
Did it resemble
when
a
I'm
paddle
on the
in any
couch.
way? Were there features on it that made you think
Paddle
of a
to the
paddle?
face?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As
It
opposed
looked
to a paddle
like
to the
it
butt.
had a cricket bat growing out of its forehead.
A what?
cricket bat. You know, the cricket, it's sort of like baseball, but they play it in England and shit.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's
Those
the
are
name
tentacles.
paddle. Oh, I get it. Okay.
Technically,
That's weird.
Hey, Luke,
it's
Yeah.
you should pick a number. We're going to roll a couple of dice here in a minute.
No.
No, Carl's got something to say.
Yeah, that happens first.
All right.
You wanna
Carl's
do
going to tell you some profound shit, and then you should pick a number.
Who are you?
Well, I'm not
No, it's
mentioned.
Info time, profound shit.
Before, but you're watching your daily hour with me. And my name is Carl. You're watching your daily hour with me, and it's our long hyperlife call-in television talk show that's recorded every day in Thurston County, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, 366 days only. Here's YDHWM began on September 19th, 2010, and teams weekend events. So if you're watching this on TCTV channel 22, 11:30 p.m., this episode taped on the same weekday as the previous week. Watching this at 2 a.m., this episode taped on the same day of the month of the previous year. You can also watch any episode of the program on YouTube.com. Anyone can come on the program, especially you. We rely on the community for content, so give us a call at 360-836-4384. A leave message will play your message on the next episode of the program and call you back. Thanks for calling or watching, and now back to the program.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Back to the program. Okay.
dice game.
Okay, Luke, please choose a number between 1 and 6.
Number 1.
1.
1?
All right, here it goes.
Isn't that the loneliest number? But
Yeah,
two
it is.
But 2 is as bad as 1.
Somebody's yelling outside.
So 1 or 2, yeah, that can be as bad as 1. If they're bad.
6 is an orgy.
1. You got 500 points. Also, I have a 5.
1 and a 5. Well, I already got a 3, so...
There it is. So,
Oh, we got some
What number do you
ties
got,
going
Paul?
on. What number do you pick?
Hey, I got to elaborate on another story.
was it a 6?
All right.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Remember when I called and told you that I called the cops on a piece of luggage?
Yeah. I want to hear about that.
Yeah, so also on one of my nightly walks, I found this piece of luggage. It was like a hard shell thing with wheels on it, you know?
Uh-huh.
And I was just sitting there on the street corner, and I asked people near it if they knew anything about it.
Yeah.
And no, so this is a piece of unattended luggage. So I called the cops and said, hey, we got a piece of unattended luggage here. And, you know, a few minutes later they show up,
Uh-huh.
and I point to the thing,
Yeah.
and they say, they asked me, what do you think is suspicious about this?
Yeah.
Which I thought was an odd question.
Well, yeah. What? I mean, what? Uh-huh.
They're questioning the questioner.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like, so I told them, I said, hey, listen, you know, in these days of terrorist shit, this could be a bomb.
You thought it was
Do
a
I have
bomb,
to point
maybe.
that out,
Okay.
you know?
Yeah. Okay.
Well, anyway, they opened it up and found out there was nothing inside of it,
Yeah.
Well, shit.
and I walked on.
So but they showed up and they talked to you and then it's like, they opened it up for you and they're like, look, nothing. And then they went away.
Oh, there was something in it. There was an M
Well,
and a
yeah.
there was an M and a T.
Did they,
MT.
did they talk to you about that? Did they say that they thought you were weird after that, huh?
Uh-oh.
I love that.
Carl's got the snort going on.
He does. Carl's needs to get
Well,
a
it had
nasal
oxygen in it, and so it wasn't empty. But
strip.
hi, Luke.
If people know what empty means, I think you guys are confused a little bit. I mean, Carl needs to get one of those nasal strips. I think I got some nasal strips.
I'm fine.
Are you sure? Because you sound like maybe you got a problem with something
I'm fine all
lodging
the
in your nose.
time, except on days ending in Y.
Yeah. Well, it's good. That's safe though. I mean, good of you to see that. But I
Thank
don't.
you, Luke.
I never thought. I've never had the thought that there was a bomb in if I see a box or anything that I don't know what's in there.
Yeah, I mean, unattended luggage, it's kind of suspicious, even outside of airports.
Yeah. Kinda.
But anyway, I guess this is like a donation to the homeless community that somebody just left it there.
Well, apparently people leave their shit on street corners
Yeah.
for other
Well-
people to just pick up. Here you go.
Certainly in Olympia.
Oh, they don't do it on corners here. They do it like on the residential places on the side.
Yeah.
And there's usually a little sign that says free.
Yeah. Right, free.
Free, yo.
Free.
This is free.
So take it.
Yeah, like dumpsters and stuff in an apartment complex.
Oh,
well,
yeah,
that's a common place.
Too.
Yeah, I find all kinds of cool shit at right around the dumpster. People will stick usable, good items right in front, right in between the dumpsters, because there's like 2 or 4 of them. And you'll find lamps, chairs, small pieces of furniture, small appliances like electronic things.
Thank you.
I've gotten all kinds of stuff there. I've left all kinds of stuff there. It's a good deal, man. It works out.
We got another message. You want to hear this message, Luke? You can hear it over the phone.
Who is it?
It's Bird.
Oh, sweet.
Okay, Bird.
Hey, we're getting the band back together.
Hey, how you doing?
The band.
Monday.
Okay, last one.
Yeah. Well, yep.
Yeah.
Well, keep up the good work. Hello, Dan.
Hey, Bird.
You guys are doing good. Watched a couple episodes last night.
Are you done with your seizure now?
So keep it up and keep entertaining the people.
It's a very slow, mild seizure.
What,
Best
entertaining
kind.
what people?
Hey,
please
there's
help
another
me.
pile of free shit.
I'm thinking
Across
I'm having
the
a
street from
very
me.
mild seizure right now. What?
Hey, Luke,
I'm gonna go tell you what's in this free pile here.
Okay.
No, don't. There's a bomb in there.
Dan needs to know. Please speak on.
There's a bomb in there.
Okay. It's a couple of wreaths, door wreaths.
Oh yeah.
Wreaths.
Old Christmas stuff. That the people are like, I don't want this Christmas stuff anymore.
Oh, that's just crazy.
No, they don't.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Well, the rest of it is like household garbage that stinks, and it's all over the sidewalk here. Man, why can't they?
Like wrappers and stuff.
Some people's kids. Damn it.
Yeah, I don't know. This is dumb.
Yeah.
Well, I think the people who threw it out probably threw it out contained in trash bags, and maybe a homeless person ripped open the bags and wanted to see what's inside and spread the shit around.
Some people's kids.
Some people's people.
Hi, Dr. Kitty. Hi, Dr. Kitty.
Hi, Dan.
Dan.
Hi, Dan.
Dr. Kitty, I'm in the North Pole. I'm in the North Pole with Santa Claus.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
What?
He just got back. Santa Claus just got back.
What?
The North Pole.
Going around the world giving people presents.
That's wild.
And
okay, now I'm gonna tell you what's inside this mini fridge.
Yeah, I'm in the North Pole.
Standard issue drawer tray.
I don't know how to get back, but maybe you can help me, Dr. Kitty.
Oh, you're stuck.
You need help?
Kitty, call me. Bye.
Dan is stuck in the North Pole. Oh, emergency.
Yep.
What's in there, Luke?
In the fridge, there's just standard issue, plastic drawers and shit. Stuff you'd expect to find in a fridge.
Just like fridge stuff. So that means it's an empty fridge, because that's just more parts of the fridge itself, so nothing extra other than
No orange juice?
the fridge itself.
Just floor rails?
No orange juice?
I don't think
no sour cream?
Yeah, the drawers and shelves, they don't. No table cream. The drawers and shelves, they don't count. They don't count as their own thing. I think they're just part of the fridge.
No packets of ketchup, like from Burger King and McDonald's?
Yeah, my mom used to save those things all the time.
Yeah, you always find those little packets of ketchup.
Yeah.
Carl, I need to save this.
That's what your mother sounds like?
Probably.
You said, Mom, I want to throw this away. You're hoarding ketchup, and did you try to throw it away?
Hey, Luke.
No.
Luke?
I was never that
Say what?
Did the inside of the fridge smell like sour milk or soured anything?
Yeah, a little bit, I think.
Yeah, probably if it's an old fridge.
I'm not standing next to it anymore.
Well, you're probably safe then.
All right. Hey, Luke, I want to call Dan and Bird back. Thanks for talking to us today. Keep calling,
Okay.
leaving messages. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Right on.
Thank
Call
you.
call
Goodbye.
next Monday so I
Catch
can
you
say
later.
hi.
All right, here we go. Let's call Dan. I think Dan might be sleeping now, though, but we'll call him anyway and see if he's awake or not. Maybe we should take a look at the commercial.
Magic of phone calling.
Yeah.
Yes.
What happened last year? We'll find out. Whoa.
What the Billy hell? So today
It's a
for
loose
science,
connection.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I would like to tell you guys about the inverse square law
Do it.
and why it's important,
What is that?
Oh,
what
no.
it means.
I don't know what it is.
A means to an end?
Have I ever talked about the inverse square law before?
Not to my knowledge.
How about you, Carl? You remember you talking about the inverse square law?
I was born yesterday, so I have no memory at all.
And
whatsoever.
Dobler.
Is full and can no longer accept
full
new
and
messages this
cannot
time. Leave a
accept
callback
new
number, press
messages
5.
at this
Please try
time.
and
To
call
leave a
again later.
callback number,
I think,
press 5. Or
Carl,
please try
I think
again
if
later.
the year lasted more than
Goodbye.
30 years, then
Goodbye.
yeah, you could say you were born yesterday, but nope.
Okay.
What's the inverse square law?
Yeah.
The inverse square law. So, it has everything to do with radiation
What?
and even propagation in a sphere outwardly. For instance, a candle flame produces heat and light that travels in all directions at the same time. There's kind of a point source, and it radiates.
Well, probably not directly downwards.
A lump of uranium sitting on the chair, the desk, or whatever would radiate its radiative particles and rays uniformly in all directions.
Well, even through the ground that it's standing on.
Yeah. Well, the material
This is
sitting on
Robert.
would absorb some, but
You have a
generally it goes
message.
in all directions.
I will return your call.
Yes, maybe you will.
Okay?
Yeah.
So,
Bird's program.
Hi, Bird.
hey, Bird. How's it going?
Doing something for the people, huh?
I'm here, sitting on the couch,
I don't
saying,
remember your
I'm
voicemail
I'm saying things.
contents anymore, but
All kinds of things.
you can call us back. You have maybe 20 minutes left on the program.
Making mushroom soup to inverse square laws. So anyway, so the inverse square law applies to all kinds of different things. It applies to radiation, radiating outwards, whether it's light or heat or particles or gravity. Observes the inverse square law. Magnetism. Observe the inverse square law.
Okay.
And essentially, the way it works is like, okay, so here is the point, the source.
Okay.
Radiating the light or the heat or the gravity or the EM field or whatever it is, or radiation.
Okay.
So if you go 1 unit of distance away, and it doesn't matter what the unit of distance is, it could be a foot, a meter, a centimeter, an inch,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
1 unit away, you will experience X amount of radiation.
Uh-huh.
Let's say that's 1 unit of radiation at 1 unit away.
Okay.
It's 1 meter away from the candle.
Yeah.
You're getting 1 unit of light.
Okay.
So when you double the distance, so picture this mathematically, you double the distance, you see a 2.
Okay.
Inverse square law means it's the inverse of the square. So you're 2 units away, 2 squared is 4. Then you inverse it and it becomes 1/4.
Okay.
Okay? Can you picture that? So at 2 units of distance away, you're getting 1/4 the light or the heat or the radiation or the gravity.
All things decay at the same rate? Like,
It's a law, it's a principle, it's a law that over and over again demonstrates that it is a fact of nature.
really?
When there is a candle or a bonfire or a black hole or a lump of radiation, sound I think applies as well.
Radiation and light and heat decay at the same rate as distance traveled?
It's about the behavior of a source of radiation light, heat, or radiation of one kind. And as it spreads out, the farther away you go, the less and less of this gravity or light or heat that you get.
It seems like different types of things would have a different ratio.
Not so much.
It seems like that
not
would
if
be
it's
the case.
not if it's like radiating uniformly. Generally, like a candle, like a floodlight.
Yeah.
Like a source of gravity, like a lump of uranium or plutonium or something like that that radiates in all directions.
Are you trying to say that the sun's gravity and the sun's light is uniform, basically?
For the most part, for argument's sake, it's a point source.
Wow.
We can see the sphere of it, but it's generally a point source.
Well, yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
so
even at the distance of Pluto, you could see it, and Pluto can feel its trajectory.
So when I'm 3 units away
Wow.
from this object of radiation, whether it's a candle or bonfire or a microwave oven or a bonfire or a radiation or a light bulb or whatever it is, when I'm 3 times away from that, 3 squared is 9, and you inverse it, it's 1/9. So 3 times further away from the object, I'm getting 1/9 the light or heat or radiation or gravity.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I am 4 times farther away, what does that mean? 4 squared is
16.
right. So
1/16.
exactly.
Math.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I'm 5 times farther away.
25?
1
No,
25th. 1/25th. Does
Math.
that follow?
Math.
God.
Okay, so what that means, I can show you this. Okay, so here's this source of radiation or light or whatever. If I'm double the distance, I'm getting 1/4 of the light. If I'm 3 times away, I'm getting 1/9 the light. If I'm 4 times away, I'm getting 1/16. If I'm 5 times away, I'm getting 1/25. There's an even fall off that happens, and you can do it mathematically. This way we can calculate how far away stars are. We can calculate when we want our spaceship to orbit a planet.
Yeah.
How much gravity will be away from the point source.
That's pretty intense.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know if it was Newton or Pythagoras or the Egyptians or whatever that figured this ratio out, and it's a simple ratio. Yeah, it's just a ratio, but it
Egyptians
applies.
Figured it out.
They may have, or the Greeks. They've known this for a long time, that the distance
More than
is the
500
inverse
years?
square. The effect from the objects that you're feeling drops off inversely squared from the distance you are away from stuff. Egyptians. Algebra was invented long ago.
Yeah, well, thank you.
And roots and squares
The Arabic
and fractions.
Arabian Empire or whatever, that kind of, the Romans got it wrong, in terms of
What?
there's no zero. There is no zero, and so the first millennium was 999 years long.
Huh.
But the second millennium is 1,000 years long. Right?
Yeah.
There's one AD and one BC. No, there's no year 0. So
Yeah. So the inverse square law has been known for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
And it's been used to calculate all kinds of stuff because of how that law works.
Yeah.
And it's called a law because it's universal among many different fields, many different things.
Yeah.
And you can test it and retest it and retest it and retest it and retest it, and the results are the same every time.
Wow. Did we
That's fine.
look at the commercial?
No, we need to do that because I was waiting for you to come back.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get to it. I wanted to see the commercial.
We're going to watch the commercial.
Oh, what's going on? Is it playing? It's playing now.
Is it a leap year this year?
Yeah, it is. It's a presidential election year.
Yeah.
Presidential elections are always on leap years.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Whoa.
Whoa.
What?
Hey, everybody.
Was that part of the plan?
We are here on the program. It's our commercial. You can see by the picture right over there, it's daylight.
We're in the sky.
Slightly. So, tune in for this program.
We're on every night.
We talk to a lot of McDonald's, so
11:30 and 2 a.m. on TCTV channel 22.
Tune in for that. Yeah.
Check it out.
360-836-4384. Call in if you want to get on TV. We proved it.
That was nice.
Yeah. Oh, one more thing. Yeah. So yeah, thank you to the Arabs for teaching the rest of the world the concept of zero as well.
Thank you.
As a placeholder in a number line.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the number zero is pretty important sometimes.
Yeah, we should probably play the final dice game here too.
Yeah.
We're gonna get. I think we're getting down to it pretty soon here. So
I want more threes.
What are the applications of the inverse square law?
Gravity, calculating orbital pathways for probes. That'd be a good example. If you consider the planet as a point source and you know the amount of gravity, you can send the probe to go this far away, and you know that gravity will affect it at every single point in its journey. How strong that gravity will be and how it will affect the curve of the trajectory of that particular probe.
Wow.
I can calculate if we had a piece of uranium sitting over there and I knew how much radiation was irradiating and what kinds, I could calculate my radiation exposure by knowing the distance.
Wow. 4, 5, 4, 5, 1. Looks like I won. Where's the 3? Oh, the first one was a 3. I won with 5.
Oh, congratulations. If I see 2 street lights,
Over here, girl.
one is brighter and one is dimmer, and I know that they're...
Well, again, I won. Yeah.
Yay! So, if I know, if I want to know the distance to a particular street light, and I know that this one that's close by that is delivering me so much light, I can measure the light from the distant street light, and whatever percentage it is of this light right close to me, I can calculate how far away it is using the inverse square law to determine its distance due to the amount of light that it is.
Yeah, but does a planet
That's how we figure out standard cancer.
Light or itself? I mean, it reflects light. Does the inverse square law relate to light at all? Reflecting?
It is a law regarding uniform radiation of objects, whether it be light or gravity
TCTV channel
or
22,
particles
2 a.m.
Wow.
or heat.
Thanks, Dan. Thanks, Bird and Luke and
Thank you, Kenny.
Dan Dobler.
And Carl.
My pleasure. 361-334. Colin,
yeah.
Dan and Carl, you guys are on the crew. Isaac, Jane, Jeremy, Joe, Karen, Miranda, Paul, you fellows, UFO FBI, thank you. TCTV. Crystal Ball. Baby, Jordan E. Fabulous, Thurston County, Washington State. USA, thank you. Viewers only.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, dog.
Woof.
Inverse square law. Baby.
Coming up in the next episode of the program.
Your daily hour with me.
Yeah, hey everybody, it's the commercial. Today we listened to a bunch of Mr. Gincy messages. Carl from McDonald's. Listen to the message from the bathtub lady. Carl is sleeping away in the afternoon. We're on every night 11:30 to 2 a.m. on TCTV channel 22. You can call the number up there. It's 360-336-484. message, get yourself on TV. You can leave a message of or you can say things, political ideals, opinions, nothing.